I used to have an addiction that since it's passed. When I got to college, I stopped because you can get in a lot of trouble for this. I was an all-time cheater on absolutely everything. It really didn't matter what it was. If I didn't study and I wanted an A, I was gonna cheat every single time. And when I say I was an all-time cheater, I mean like skill-wise. You were not gonna catch me at all. I've always naturally been a sneaky person. I don't like getting caught doing things. So whenever I was plotting or scheming, I was putting a lot of effort into it. And if we're being honest, if I put the amount of effort that I put into cheating into actually studying, I probably wouldn't have to have cheated. But that's super duper boring and I'm not a fucking nerd. The reason why other kids would get caught cheating is because they would do dumb shit like rely on their phone, constantly looking at your lap during a test, or trying to hide your phone behind your calculator. Like, bro, everybody knows that trick. If you want to become an S-tier cheater, my nigga, you gonna have to up your game. Let me help y'all boys out who's in like high school. Go to the dollar store and buy you some note cards right now. Hell no, we're not about to study with them shits. Write whatever you need on that shit and put it in your sleeve or in your calculator. That works too. Sometimes those are hassles, so if you're really bold, you can honestly just put that shit under the test and like slip it out every time you need notes. Old but gold, just write shit on your hand, your arm, just bro, don't use your phone, because if Siri rats you out, you gonna be one sad ass nigga. But for my most notable cheating moment, I didn't use any of those methods. I didn't use a single note. I stole the fuck out my Spanish final. I say it proud because just like back then, I don't give a damn. I don't think y'all know how many ass whoopings I prevented by stealing that shit. Nobody was gonna do good on that bitch, so I decided to be the friendly neighborhood super nigga. I was the most popular motherfucker in middle school after that. People I didn't even know coming up to me like, Trey, you saved my life. Oh my god, Trey, I love you. Trey. I'm the reason why they started saying him. I guess it's only fair for me to tell you guys how I pulled off such an amazing heist. Alright, so there were two parts to the final, day 1 and day 2, and I was lucky enough to have my Spanish teacher also be my homeroom teacher. On the first day, she took out a box and gave us the first final. This part of the final, I'm pretty sure was really light, like only 15% of the grade or something, and I still cheated on it. You know, I had my little note card, but this wasn't the final I was worried about. It was the final the day after. So got my easy A on that shit, and then went on with my day. These were the last finals of the year, so it was in the spring, which is also track season, and for whatever reason I decided to do track that year. So track practice was obviously after school, and I want to say it ended around like 4:35, and no teachers were ever at the school during that time. Classroom lights off, doors locked up. You probably see a dean and maybe a janitor. So remember how I told you guys my Spanish teacher was also my homeroom teacher? My locker was right by her door because of that. So I'm with my homie Nemo, and I'm like, yo, what's the likelihood that this door is unlocked? He's like, nah, I doubt it, you know, all teachers lock up. Then I go, yeah, you're probably right. But what if we just check anyway? I turn the knob and that shit opens right the fuck up. So now I got a boost of fucking adrenaline running through my veins. And the first thing you see on her desk is that fat ass box full of finals. And I'm like, look, Nemo, you gonna have to look out. I run to the box, open it, and see the final. It didn't have answers on it, but like, it's the final. I'll just find the answers online at home. I pick it up, and right under it is the answer sheet. I took both of them bitches. And when I mean took, I mean like, I brought it to the crib. And now that I'm older, I see that was dumb as fuck. Why I didn't just take a picture then put it back is beyond me. But the story's better anyway like this. So I get to the crib, run to my room, and I'm a man of the people, man. I posted that bitch on Snapchat. When I tell y'all, I ain't never get so many screenshots in my life. Motherfuckers swiping up, is this real? Is this real? I'm getting thank yous, I'm getting love yous. My phone is just constantly buzzing. But I had to take it down after like an hour. I was on top, I felt like a damn tower. Shared the whole test, told the class that it's ours. Boy, I cleaned up so much grades, could've built a damn shower. But yeah, nah, people were telling me that I might get snitched on, so I had to take it down. But by then, everybody had the shit, because if you didn't screenshot it, then your friend did and they sent it to you. So I got all my answers, put it on a note card, didn't study not a bit, and just waited for the bus to school the next morning. Of course, right when I got to school, everybody's coming up to me, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, can we cheat first and then talk about it? I'm happy to help y'all, but y'all gonna get a nigga caught. My teacher used to greet us in Spanish like every time we walked through the door in the morning, so I knew that had to be my opportunity of putting the test back in the box. She greets me, I walk in, she's still standing standing at the door, so it's my time. Bro, lifting that lid and putting the test back there was the most nerve-wracking shit I've ever done. But I succeeded and she had no clue. Now I just had to pray that nobody in the entire 8th grade class would get caught. Because the moment they do, they're snitching on me. That is my ass. I am toast. Obviously got my A, and somehow nobody ended up getting caught. God has never been on my side that heavy before. Like, remember when I said I'm a pretty cautious person, I don't get caught? My nigga, that was not one of those scenarios. My ass should have been grabbed, but it wasn't. I got my good grade, I got my clout up. Honestly, everything just went well. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you're gonna cheat or, you know, do anything you're not supposed to, for the love of God, do it good. I promise you, it's not fun to get caught. Like, I'm shooting 95% from the field, but that 5% was not fun. And yeah, I'm not gonna preach you do the right thing, because we're not squares on this Trey channel. We are absolutely despicable. So if you're new and have a bunch of evil just in your heart, you're just an all-around triple threat, deceit, mischief, just a bunch of synonyms, subscribe.